Welcome to my first review of an album. Today we're going to be talking about IGOR. Tyler the Creator, Wolf Haley, Kill 'Em All, Golf Way. Okay. So this album is its own story. Hang on. Before I get into the album, I'm going to be talking about the story of the album without giving out too much information because I kind of want you to read it yourself, so to speak. It's a great album. Give it a shot. Give it a listen. And then come back to this video. So, without further ado, we had Tyler come out with Bastard, Wolf, Goblin, Cherry Bomb, Flower Boy. He did a side theme with the Grinch, and I didn't really like the Grinch theme, but I loved these albums. I loved every single one. Each one has like this energy that I can relate to, because of the lyrics and the beats and the way it's just created, you know? I enjoy Tyler the Creator, and I love every single album, almost every single song. But one thing I learned recently about Tyler is that he's been telling a story. He's been telling a story in Bastard and Goblin and Wolf. I don't know what order they come. I think it's Bastard, Wolf, and Goblin, but I'm not 100% sure. But think of it like Star Wars. It's a trilogy, or Lord of the Rings, technically. It's a trilogy. It's its own story, its own characters and stuff. And then I think Cherry Bomb kind of wraps up those 3 albums. And, you know, we say goodbye. And then Flower Boy comes out. So, he's always been telling a story. And I think I remember Tyler the Creator mentioned that when he makes his albums, when he makes his music, it's a story. It's like a movie. It's not just like a thing to listen to. It's its own thing, you know, its own story. It's cool. It's story. It's story. IGOR is a story. It's a romance, and it's one of those stories where, like, if you've been in a relationship and you went through a lot in that relationship and it ended and the breakup happened and all that stuff, all those emotions and stuff are here in the album. You know, for IGOR, he experienced, I believe it's about a guy named IGOR, the guy in the front of the cover. By the way, I love the cover art for this album. Absolutely love it. I think it's my favorite cover art. And Tyler always had cool cover art, so that's saying a lot. Do I sound biased? Okay, so Tyler the Creator, he makes IGOR. It's this love story, and it doesn't end well. You know, things get pretty crazy. It goes from 0 to 100 pretty quick. I want to call this like a rap album. I wouldn't call it non-lyrical either, because lyrics have a lot to do with this album. The lyrics goes with the music. It pushes everything forward, and it helps you keep up. Like, if you listen really closely, the lyrics will remind you of what's happening in the song, what's going on in the story. You have to really pay attention. And one of the things that Tyler mentions with this release is that you should probably lay down in your bed and listen to it from beginning to end. Don't get distracted. You know, some people go for walks, but in the end, just don't get distracted. Listen to this thing from beginning to end, because it's more of a story. It's, you know, in my take, it's more of a story than it is like a bunch of songs to jam to. It's really interesting way to come out with an album. I know he's not the first one to do this, but he's the first artist that I listen to that does this, that makes an album and has a story to it and its own characters in it, And I really appreciate that. It gives me something to listen to over and over again when I'm bored or I'm sad or I'm happy or whatever. This album is something that I can listen to over and over again for a story. And God, the beats to this is really good too. And all I want to say is like the best thing I've ever listened to. But so far, it's a great start to my summer. And I really, really loved it. I hope you do too. Leave a comment in the bottom of the video and let me know what you think of the album. Again, this isn't like, Goblin. This isn't Bastard. This is its own thing, and you gotta keep that in mind. Do I want another Goblin? Do I want another Bastard? Hell yeah. Like, I really, really do. And I'm hoping one day we can go back and have another crazy dark story and crazy beats and dark, grim. I like that stuff. I like dark stuff a lot. But having said that, I can't. IGOR has his own darkness to it too. So there's something for everyone here. In the end, I don't give out. I don't want to give out like this out of 10 kind of score because I don't like doing that anymore. It's not my thing. I'll just say it's a great album and worth listening to as soon as possible. Try and listen to it without ads playing in the middle of it. That can be really distracting. And really pay attention to the lyrics and what Tyler is trying to explain, and share it with your friends and listen to it in the car, and try and get more people to discover Tyler the Creator, because he does have really cool albums to listen to. I think this is really cool, and I think it's something that a lot of people are either gonna love or they're gonna hate, and I totally understand both sides. I'm one of those people that love it, obviously. But yeah, if you want to leave a comment as well about a track or what you think it means or what do you think is going on in certain tracks, let me know. And until next time, guys, I'm SoreTvGamer. Enjoy your day. I hope this was quick and to the point. It's my first album review. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.